So I've updated my blueprints with the new extra iron drive engine. I've changed some other things around on these as well. I've actually decided to use one of the modifiers, the auto fire modifier with the fusion beam weapons on the destroyers and also the cruisers. If we take a look in more detail at them, you can see the details here. Now the main reason why I decided to use these is because of the damage per second. It literally doubles it, and the cost increase isn't actually all that much. It's what, 50%. I really don't believe a lot of his stats here are very accurate though. I mean, you see that it mentions the weapon accuracy is reduced. Well, if the weapon accuracy is reduced, it's not going to double the damage per second, is it? That's just not going to happen. It's going to be taking in 20% off that. And there are other circumstances with all of these modifiers that are a bit strange, frankly. That one, what's it add? It adds extra cost, and that's the only thing it's showing, and the extra total space used. But yeah, it does armor penetration, which is not accurately showing here. So you really have to be very careful with these weapons, what you add. In my opinion, that's what I'm trying to get across. Some are good in some circumstances, and some are a trap. Basically, you'd be wasting a ton of production and damage per second if you were to use them. Right, I should probably be buying a colony ship now, I reckon, because I've got that iron drive. I also need to be upgrading my fleets. If we go here, you can see if I wanted to upgrade my ships to current designs, it costs quite a bit. But I'm going to be getting the torpedoes soon, and that battle pod as well I might want to use, so maybe I should hold off a tiny bit. It's not like I'm using my fleet an awful lot at the moment. So, I should buy a colony ship, and I think I want to get that toxic world, because it would be very good long term. So I should probably buy a well, it's going to cost a population point, isn't it? So which one's growing the quickest? That will probably, and it's reasonably near. So I'll stick a colony ship in the list if I can find it. Start building, and oh wow, very expensive. More than I thought actually. Yeah, let's buy it though. I hope that wasn't more expensive there for some reason I haven't realised. I don't think so, but yeah, let's end the turn anyway. Yeah, so that destroyer that was in the list there, the blueprint was automatically upgraded to it. Right, so looks like we were successful with that spy. Okay, so he is now destabilizing. Meklar Prime grew and also completed the destroyer. Do I want that food there? Yes, because the production's so awful, more than likely. 5 turns, 8, yeah. Colony ship was made there. Destroy it there. Research laboratory. What next then? Foods. Crappy. Is one food all worthwhile making there actually? Tundra. Let's get a cloning center in instead. I think. I'm not 100% sure that's the right decision. Hydroponic farm. Completed there. Let's get the biospheres in. If I'm going to get that toxic world up, I'm definitely going to need some money. Probably to buy the toxic building that removes the effects from that world, for instance. So yeah, I got to save up. Right, so we made the destroyer. That's I'm making a military station, aren't I? So that will take me to 24, and I need another starbase somewhere. So I need to be saving up for that. Really, I can't really make more ships then for a while. Could make a civil transport here. In fact, I will, because I've got a few worlds that definitely need it, and then maybe I'll make a cloning center to get the population up quickly. Pollution just under. Yeah, I'll go over for a bit. Get out quicker. So this destroyer, latest engine designs. It's going to take 1 turn to get there. Should be another, yeah, 1 more turn to get there. How long to get here? So that's 3 turns, that gap there is, which is iffy. Longer term, you actually get, well, I'll show you.
Upgrade.
It's a very important traveling tech. It's jump gates, so you can move around the map much quicker if you get those up in your territory once that comes in. It's going to be very important to defending things, but yeah, it doesn't seem I need to defend much at the moment. Right, let's get that quick moving colony ship up there. So the next thing I'm saving up for is fleet upgrades and starbase purchase, I think. Another gas giants. And huge will, but it's not brilliant, is it? In terms of minerals. It's not bad though. Yes. Right, let's end the turn. Dialogue trade deal finally run out.
Have your say.
Does have money, good.
We may yet find an amicable arrangement. Without reserve, we'll be seeing you.
Okay. The Terrans are still at war with the Alcaris, aren't they? But looks like it's a standstill really there. The Alcaris actually colonised that at some point, I think. That scout, let's find out what's up there and if it connects. Ooh.
Loading hints.
So we found the Orion system, and the Orion Guardian actually protects it. This is, well, we can't quite see that planet yet, but it's literally the best planet that can be possible. 505 in all 3 areas. Normal gravity, I believe, and I can't remember if it has any bonus on it, but in the original Master of Orion games, it was a big deal, and I'm sure in a future patch or DLC they'll probably be adding more to the Orion system in terms of its importance, but it's not that important currently. Right, let's end the turn. I would like to increase my tax rate back up at some point, but I probably need...
I have a proposition for you.
some sort of morale building arguably before I do that. Right, he's actually willing to give me orbital shipyard, which is incredibly important tech, so I'm really glad he's offering that, and he wants deep scanner off me in exchange, which is not important at all, so that's an easy accept for me.
My thanks.
Now if I'd have tried to offer him that deal myself, there's no way in hell he would have accepted it. I'm sure he would have asked for a lot more. So it can be just best to wait actually until they make you an offer. Right, civil transport was completed. That is done. Right, so population went down a bit. Let's take that out there. I maybe should make that now actually instead of the cloning center. Yeah, this is going to be a ship making world for a while. Yeah, it does cost a lot of maintenance. Still need to get that up actually. But yeah, let's get that on the go. Might even be able to make cruisers at the end of it. Want to get another starbase up. Okay. So who could I go for first? Maybe I could attack the Terrans there, but I'm hoping to revolt that and then bomb it out of existence. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for the Mercians still. I'm going to have to break that non-aggression treaty. So I'm not sure if that's going to affect the other races, me doing that. It might do actually. So that might be the mistake. Right, that takes 7 turns. That takes 7 turns. I think I'll go to which world is better actually? Arid, tundra, pool. That one's worse in terms of food output, so I'll bring it to there. Okay. That's this. Yeah, there's not much point in me moving there actually. Yeah. Well, actually, let's show you the world.
This is GNN,
Oh, we actually got
Galactic
GNN
News
events as well.
Network.
Meklar Combine ships have recently visited the legendary Orion system.
And it does connect down there, so I can go down there next. So yeah, it was worthwhile doing. Yeah, you can see it in its full glory there. Okay, next turn. I'm thinking of colonizing that small world at some point, maybe next even as well actually. With the not colonizing too fast mechanic being removed, it becomes much more worthwhile. And longer term, Ottawa will be a great defensive point to strike from. So I think I might, well, that volcanic world's never going to be, well, I may never colonize that, or have it be the last thing I colonize. But yeah, turning that gas giant into a planet would be a very good idea, and then using that as a place to strike from. You see what I'm planning. Right, so positron physics.
Research complete. The Combine has been successfully upgraded.
Now I'm probably going to use these on my smaller ships like frigates, long range weapons or heavy mounts, because I can fire from long range and they'd be less under threat then. Not much point in me upgrading those yet though.
Please select a new upgrade.
Right, I think... Right, we picked that up recently so I don't have to get it anymore. Yeah, let's go for the battle pods. I don't really have the military... These are very... Well, they add extra cargo space to your ships, but they're very expensive. So that is quite a downside. Or I could go for command points now. I'll go for command points actually first. I might want to get a cruiser out and then I'll try and pick up the battle pods. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to stick the battle pods on the cruisers yet because it's going to be too expensive, but the smaller ships I will. But discuss more about that when we get to it. Okay, the scout, let's come down here. Orion was discovered. Money's building up. I need to, yeah, save up for the starbase. Right, let's enter. We're 10 turns away from the trade treaties running out, I think. Starting over again. Mission success. So we can now view details wherever that was. Yeah, as you can see, their infrastructure and what their output is, and their security is absolutely dreadful, so I'm probably going to cause a lot of problems for the humans with my spies here. It's a pretty big disadvantage potentially, actually, lack of security. Right, pirates. That revealed all their colonies. Military outpost is completed, so we're up to 25. I gotta be careful about going over. Each point you go over, you lose 20 credits. So I think I've got literally military outposts on every entry point that someone can come in from. There's no more gas giants to upgrade, so the only thing I can really do now with these are to make... Oh, I can actually upgrade that. Yeah, I better do that. Have it be a bit faster. I can make sensors in various places, and I should probably do that somewhere. Okay. Right, am I colonizing that? Yes, I am. Right, so let's move to there. That was normal, wasn't it? Gravity. Okay, so you can see, well, minus 1,000 planet tolerance for pollution here, so you can have as much production as you want on these worlds without any effect, but the population's so low that you're not going to be able to get that much production in reality. Right, here though, what I'm going to be doing, I definitely need to make... Is it the toxic processor I need? The toxic processor... completely cleans the atmosphere on toxic planets and degrades them to barren. I'm going to have to get that up. Now, I don't believe I actually have enough money to do that yet, so maybe I've timed this a bit iffily, if that's a word. Right, let's get the factory made there. There's no food here yet. Right, I'm not going to buy that factory, I'll let it make it. Yeah, I'm going to have to save up to buy that toxic processor, I think, sadly. Which I need the money for other things, but I'm going to have to do it. Yeah, so maybe I should have colonized something before that, actually. Right, so where do I want to make sensors to? That wormhole's right next to it, so arguably I don't need them there. But I could do a sensors down here, I'm thinking. But while I'm over here, yeah, I guess I'll make one. That can. Well, that actually hasn't got the engine upgrade, I'll leave that there. Right, so how are we looking in terms of military on here as well? I think it changed my mind. I'm going to go for battle pods next.
Upgrade compiled.
Or should I? No, I'll keep to it, because I probably need to get a couple of destroyers out just in case. Okay. Right, so we now have information on all the Bularathi colonies because of that spy. Brilliant. Right, Magnus grew. Okay. Krakena grew. That can move to there. Okay, that was done. Can I buy that yet? Let's put it in the list. I actually thought that it was that building you had to make to clear it up, which is a heck of a lot cheaper, so yeah, a bit of forgetfulness and poor planet, but maybe there. Alright, so it's 1280. Might as well stick that in the list actually to reduce the cost. Right, let's end the turn. So my trades run out at 128, so I need money for them then. That tech will solve my command points, so I don't need a starbase so much. And once I get the battle pods in, then I'll start to upgrade my fleets and well, around the same time make more ships, and if I can get up to about 30-40 command points, who knows, maybe I can go after someone. Maybe she's not that strong. Okay. We actually find any decent planets over here? No, not really. I don't know about that, but I'll come down here, I think. They've started to colonize up here. We could butt into them at some point over in this area. There's a lot of space between us though. Right, am I gonna buy this toxic processor then? Yes, I am. Against my better judgment, maybe. Next turn. So if someone were to attack me now, I wouldn't be able to grade my ships, and I'd be, yeah, regretting that. Right, Neutron Collider completed on Krakena. I don't believe this has a moon, so it's not going to be great for making ships. Cloning Center, money I could definitely do with. It's growing pretty fast. Need to get that in soon. Civil, yeah, let's get another one of those. I definitely need them. So pollution situation, I'm actually just over it. Yeah, I'll get that done in 2 turns now. Right, that's done there. We're 4 turns away from that. So do I want another destroyer? Or a cruiser? I'll probably get out a couple more destroyers and then I'll stop making destroyers and start making cruisers. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's stick that in the list. I may have to take a look to see if I need to upgrade the blueprint in a second. Right, that's done. I could probably do it buying a farm and the automated factory as well. So this is barren now by making that toxic processor. I'm not sure if I actually mentioned that was the case, but I meant to. So you can see this has changed a bit, but the planet tolerance is still excellent. It's minus 80, so that's 16 production. I would need to be putting in 17 actually before getting any pollution. In fact, you can see it's actually lowering because we've got little production here. But when you add on the toxic processor and the other early anti-pollution one, that's never 50% off. So I could have 120 production planet tolerance in effect. I think that's what it would be. So what's that? That is 25 before production, before I'd get any pollution. So that's a lot. And if I could get all 10 population here, then yeah, that'd be pretty good amount of production coming in. And with the moon on top, I can make ships in reasonable time. There then. That destroyer, that can guard there. What have I got here? Alright, civil transport's going in. Okay. Don't really need to do that then, but so I can see everything. How is that? That's not that great. That can go and sleep. Okay, so next turn. Okay, biospheres. I forgot the blueprint as well. I need to do that. Were completed. Right, so it's 15. Oops. Yeah, I definitely need another population point here. But we should have a civilian transport coming in, not too distant future, to get it going. Right, scouts can come down here.
Welcome to GNN.
A gargantuan space creature has been discovered. All civilian craft are directed to maintain a safe distance from this dangerous creature.
The Galactic Cryptozoological Organization has designated this deadly entity Space Amoeba.
Okay, Space Amoeba. Brilliant. I actually, they have a nasty surprise as well, those amoebas do. They look on the face of it pretty rubbish, but trust me, they're not. Very misleading, those stats. Right, Space Marauder down there. And yeah, let's check these blueprints, see if I need to upgrade my destroyers. I upgraded my frigates with those new torpedoes I picked up recently, but yeah, I don't really intend to use them on my other ships, so yeah, that's done. What I should do as well, let's go back into blueprint, I forgot something. You can choose the direction you're facing when your ships happen to fire, and I actually quite like with the smaller vessels to stick weapons on the rear. That way you can actually run away from your enemies and shoot at long range with things like frigates, which are inclined to not last too long before they get destroyed. So yeah, I think that's it works out pretty well, that tactic with them does, in my experience. Right, let's end the turn.
I bring a deal to strengthen the bonds of our fellowship.
Now, I don't really want to give him that, but I'm still at the stage where I want to keep these guys happy. Alien management centers, kind of semi-useful. Having said that, the Meklar population's excellent, so many of the worlds I intend to conquer eventually I would probably just blow up rather than take them with transports, but yeah, I'll accept it. Keep relations up. Lower otherwise.
Together we will bring down the oppressors of the common people.
Okay, so that means he's going to be getting ships that a bit quicker, not good. He probably would have picked it up off someone else, arguably, though. Right, surveillance done there. Where to next then? Sensor there, both very good ideas in my opinion. Let's go down to there. Okay. Picked up that tech. Neutron Collider and Magnus. Right, yeah, I'll do. Okay. Right, another civilian transport made there. Not sure how I haven't gone over 25 actually. Must have, yeah, I don't know. Right, so might not need. Yeah, I gotta be careful of that. Ham said that in 2 turns I get extra command points. Right, civilian transport. Let's bring that around here. In fact, one has actually reached its destination there. So what you do with this is basically you unload, and you see the one there that denotes the population, of course. So now we've got 2. And we actually grow next turn as well, so I haven't planned this out brilliantly. I'm going to need morale more than likely. Having said that, we're at 70%, so I've actually got enough because of the tax rate. So yeah, I was thinking I had tax rate of 4 billion credits per pop then. Right, I can move there.
Pirates are natural enemies of your overseer.